Just like its name, this technique is for you to just melt into. So come onto your side, draw your top knee up and forward, and let the inner side of it rest on the foam roller so your leg falls open. You're not rolling here, although you could by traveling up the inner thigh, but really this technique isn't about working a spot, it's about settling in and letting your whole body downshift. The true goal is just to stay, soften, and to keep breathing in and breathing out. And if you don't have a foam roller, a firm pillow or a couch cushion works just as well here. So let's talk about why hip openers like this are one of the best things you can do to relax, which matters a lot when you have an activated reproductive system. It comes down to your vagus nerve, which makes up about 75% of your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest, digest, and receive state. The vagus nerve runs from your brainstem all the way down through your torso and into your pelvis. So when you settle into a slow, supported hip opener like this and breathe, you're directly stimulating it. This naturally slows your heart rate, lowers cortisol, and pulls your body out of fight or flight. This technique is probably my favorite hip opener because after a few minutes of intentional breathing here, you can really feel your whole system signal that it's safe to let go, even if it's just for that minute. And like we talked about in the muscle of the soul techniques, hip openers almost always reach the psoas. So this goes much deeper than just a stretch. Your fascia is piezoelectric, meaning it generates an electrical charge when it moves, which means when this tissue is dense and stuck, that charge gets trapped. But when it releases and becomes more fluid, the current moves freely through you again. And what's worth understanding through this technique is you manifest from your parasympathetic state because this is your body's natural receiving state. It is infinitely harder to call in the life you want from fight or flight because a body that's bracing is a body in survival mode, and survival mode doesn't have room to receive. So settling in like this, breathing, softening, this is the state where everything you're calling in can actually reach you. I believe more than anything else that the current your fascia produces is your life force, and releasing this tissue is how you recalibrate yourself and regulate your nervous system. It's your frequency highway, and the faster your frequency moves, the more you can call in the life you're looking for. And also, one of the simplest ways to keep that highway open is water. Your fascia is about 70% water, so it can only glide, release, and conduct that charge when you're actually hydrated. You can work up to doing this hip opener several times a week. Just let your body tell you what it needs, and some days that's going to look like 20 seconds, other days it's going to look like the 10 full minutes. So breathe, let it melt, and don't forget to drink your water.